أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم نحمده ونصلي على رسوله الكريم أما بعد Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu, dear brothers and sisters. Eid Mubarak, kullu amantum bi khair. Let me start by wishing you all a joyous Eid. The theme I chose for Eid remarks today is gratitude. In verse 185, Surah Al-Baqarah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talks about Ramadan. It starts, شهر رمضان الذي أنزل فيه القرآن هدى للناس. And then he concludes by وَلِتُكْمِلُوا الْعِدَّةَ وَلِتُكَبِّرُوا اللَّهَ عَلَى مَا هَدَاكُمْ وَلَعَلَّكُمْ تَشْكُرُونَ. Allah in this verse reminds us, commands us to fast in the month of Ramadan, emphasizes that He intends to make fasting easy for us, and concludes the words by reminding us to be grateful. In a narration from Aisha radiallahu ta'ala anha, when she saw Prophet ﷺ often praying long hours at night to a point where his legs swelled, she would ask him, why does he pray so much when all his sins were forgiven by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? To which Prophet ﷺ told her that, should I not be a grateful servant of Allah? A year ago, we were in a pandemic, locked up in our homes. I remember standing here in an empty hall with Imam Sheikh Joban and giving my Eid remarks. Alhamdulillah, how much have changed in the last 12 months. What a blessing a year has produced. This year, we will have Eid for over 2,000 people in our community in 7 different Eid Salats while following all the COVID guidelines. We have a highly effective vaccine and most of us are vaccinated. If you're not, you can walk in and have a vaccine of your choice. This coming Saturday, MAPS MCRC clinic will be providing right here in the masjid. It's a blessing to have a cure so widely available for us. And for that, we indeed show gratitude to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Ash-Shafi, the healer. The rest of the world is not as lucky. Even in a country like UK, you can only get vaccine if you're 30 years or older today. More than 1.4 billion people in India are in a lockdown right now, not being able to leave their homes but for a few hours for essential tasks. People are dying due to lack of oxygen. My own uncle is in an oxygen support in a hospital. The hospital is threatening to cut off oxygen because they're running low on supplies. Only 2% of India is vaccinated. There are many countries in Africa that have not seen a single dose of vaccine today. That includes doctors who are treating the COVID patients. How then do we show gratitude? At MAPS, during this Ramadan, there are many things that we did that showed gratitude. First, we were able to hold 2 Isha and Taraweeh prayers daily during the month of Ramadan, as well as Qiyam in the last 10 days. It took many volunteers to make this happen. We are grateful for our Taraweeh and our Qiyam. Every single day, we provided iftar to 360 people, both at the masjid and in the needy people in Seattle. We are grateful for our iftar. MAPS MCRC provided a whole month of essential food items and toys to 1,200 families. We are grateful for our rizq, sustenance. Later today, we'll be distributing 1,500 goodie bags filled with toys and candies to our kids as Eid gifts. We're grateful for our children. This year, we're also doing something new. We will be giving Eid gifts to 350 sick children who are receiving care at the Seattle Children's Hospital. Many of the children have not been able to see their loved ones because of the COVID. When we approached the hospital with this project, they were very excited. We show gratitude for our health. A couple of days ago, we distributed Zakatul Fitr, Fidya and Sadaqah to over 1,000 needy families so that they can enjoy a joyous Eid. We are grateful for a blessed Eid. In all, we spent 1/3 of our budget, over $1 million, helping less fortunate in the broader community. We are grateful for the generosity of our community. A few days ago, my son asked me, Dad, why don't you find something fun to do besides working on math stuff all the time? I thought for a minute and it occurred to me that we are here because of the sacrifices of many people before us, starting with Prophet ﷺ and the companions at the dawn of Islam, the early Muslim pioneers who immigrated to this country and sacrificed everything to establish institutions like ISNA and mosques, and the civil rights leaders in this country who fought and championed for fair political immigration and religious rights for all of us. We're all beneficiaries of these efforts. We stand on the shoulders of these giants. As individuals and as a community, we cannot always live on the benefit of others without giving back. Showing gratitude is part of what Ramadan teaches us. That's why we need strong institutions that take care of our collective needs, alleviate the pain around us, and contribute positively to the society. We show gratitude for helping establish institutions like MAPS in a short span of 15 years. At MAPS, we take a broad view of what it means to be a Muslim community, to be a good citizen of the society we live in. We give gratitude to Allah for this blessing. When we give back, we gain moral authority to demand justice and fairness. I know this week, the hearts of all the Muslims over the world are in pain to see the images of Masjid al-Aqsa, a place where our Prophet prayed and ascended to the heavens on the occasion of Isra and Mi'raj, and the third holiest place in Islam, being smoked, gassed, and desecrated on the night of Laylatul Qadr. As we feel helpless, we ask ourselves this question repeatedly: what can we do about it? But I say this: we live in a time and a place that it is imperative we build strong institutions that are engaged locally and nationally, and a community that is politically involved in leveraging the opportunities available to us. That is the only way our voices will be heard. MAPS is part of a larger effort to build such a community, locally engaged, and one that fosters an environment where our community can be politically involved. We are blessed to be in an area that is fast growing and fast transforming. In a few years, we will live in a walking distance to the light rail station, surrounded by 500 brand new apartments. We give gratitude to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for building the city around the mosque. That's why we've embarked on an expansion project to add about 4,600 square foot of space to our current facility to meet our short-term and long-term needs. The project will cost us around $1 million. Last week, the General Assembly provided the approval for the project, and inshallah, the project will get started soon. We're very thankful for the unwavering support of the community given us, and I thank you for your generosity to help us to complete this project. For those of you who are new to MAPS, we extend you a warm welcome to our community and to our masjid. We have a lot to offer to you and your families, and to learn from you. If you have a particular passion, we want to leverage your expertise both in spiritual and secular matters. Sign up for our newsletter from our website and follow us on the social media to stay informed and connected. I'm grateful to the community for your unwavering support over the years. I want to close by wishing all of you and your families a blessed Eid Mubarak. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.